Welcome to our video, 15 Reasons Florida's Infrastructure Can't Handle Its Growing Tourism Industry. As one of the top tourist destinations in the United States, Florida is facing significant challenges in maintaining its infrastructure amidst an ever-increasing influx of visitors. From severe traffic congestion and overcrowded airports to the strain on essential services like healthcare and public safety, we'll explore how the pressure on Florida's systems is becoming unsustainable. Join us as we delve into the hidden costs of tourism in the Sunshine State and discuss the urgent need for comprehensive infrastructure solutions. 1. Traffic congestion. In Florida, home to world-famous tourist attractions, experiences significant traffic congestion, especially during peak tourist seasons. The state's major highways, like I-95 and I-4, often become parking lots with bumper-to-bumper traffic. This not only frustrates tourists but also impacts local residents who rely on these roads for daily commutes. Increased vehicle emissions from congested roads contribute to environmental pollution, further straining the state's natural resources. Moreover, the lack of efficient traffic management systems exacerbates the issue, leading to longer travel times and increased road rage incidents. Many visitors find themselves spending more time in traffic than enjoying the attractions they came to see. Without substantial investment in road infrastructure, Florida may continue to struggle with this growing problem. 2. Insufficient public transit. Florida's public transit system lags behind other major tourist destinations, making it difficult for visitors to navigate the state without a personal vehicle. Cities like Orlando and Miami have limited bus routes, and the absence of a robust metro system hampers efficient travel. Tourists often face long waits for buses, which can be inconvenient and discouraging for those trying to explore the state. The lack of connectivity between different regions of Florida means tourists frequently have to rely on expensive rideshares or rental cars. This not only increases travel costs but also adds to the already congested roads. For a state that welcomes millions of tourists each year, the development of a comprehensive public transit system is imperative. 3. Overcrowded airport. Florida's airports, including Miami International and Orlando International, are often overcrowded, struggling to accommodate the influx of tourists. Long security lines, limited seating, and delayed flights are common issues faced by travelers. The airports were designed to handle a certain capacity, but with increasing passenger numbers, they are stretched to their limits. This overcrowding can lead to a less than pleasant experience for tourists, who might be left with a negative impression of their visit. Furthermore, the strain on airport facilities can result in more frequent maintenance issues, causing further delays. The need for expansion and modernization of these airports is evident to ensure they can handle the growing number of visitors. 4. Limited rail connectivity. Despite Florida's popularity, its rail connectivity is surprisingly limited, making long-distance travel within the state challenging. The existing rail services are not extensive enough to connect all major tourist destinations efficiently. For instance, while there are plans for high-speed rail, progress has been slow, and current services do not effectively link cities like Orlando, Tampa, and Miami. This inadequacy forces tourists to rely on road travel, contributing to the traffic congestion problem. Additionally, without a reliable rail system, tourists miss out on an eco-friendly travel option that could reduce their carbon footprint. Expanding and enhancing rail services could significantly improve the travel experience for both visitors and locals. 5. Aging bridges and roads. Florida's infrastructure, particularly its bridges and roads, is showing signs of aging, posing safety risks for residents and tourists alike. Many of these structures were built decades ago and are now in dire need of repairs or replacements. Potholes, cracked pavements, and weakened bridges not only degrade the driving experience but also present potential hazards. The cost of maintaining these structures is substantial, and with limited funding, many necessary projects are delayed. This deterioration can lead to accidents, further contributing to traffic congestion and insurance costs. Addressing these issues is crucial to ensure the safety and satisfaction of all road users in Florida. 6. Increased coastal erosion. Florida's beautiful coastlines are a major draw for tourists, but they are increasingly threatened by coastal erosion. Rising sea levels and frequent storms accelerate the erosion process, leading to the loss of beaches and habitats. This not only affects tourism but also puts coastal properties and infrastructure at risk. The state is investing in erosion control measures, but these efforts are costly and often temporary. Without sustainable solutions, Florida risks losing one of its most valuable natural assets. Tourists may find fewer beaches to enjoy, which could impact the state's appeal as a vacation destination. 7. Polluted waterways. Florida's waterways, including its famous springs and rivers, are suffering from pollution, affecting both the environment and tourism. Runoff from agriculture, urban areas, and industrial activities introduces harmful chemicals and nutrients into the water, causing algal blooms and fish kills. These events not only harm aquatic life but also deter tourists from engaging in water-based activities like swimming, fishing, and boating. The state's economy relies heavily on its natural attractions, and polluted waterways threaten this vital source of revenue. Efforts to clean and protect these waterways are essential to preserve Florida's ecological health and tourist appeal. 8. Strain on Everglades restoration. The Everglades, a unique ecosystem and a major tourist attraction, is under strain from increased tourism and development. Efforts to restore and preserve this natural wonder are ongoing, but the growing number of visitors adds pressure to the fragile environment. Increased foot traffic and boating can damage sensitive areas, while pollution from nearby developments further threatens the ecosystem. The Everglades play a crucial role in Florida's biodiversity and water supply, making their preservation vital for both ecological and economic reasons. Balancing tourism with conservation efforts is a challenge that requires careful planning and management. 9. Short-term rental boom. The rise of short-term rentals, facilitated by platforms like Airbnb, has transformed Florida's tourism landscape, but not without challenges. While these rentals offer flexible accommodation options for tourists, they also contribute to housing shortages and push up rental prices for locals. The proliferation of short-term rentals can lead to conflicts between residents and tourists, as well as increased noise and traffic in residential areas. Moreover, regulating and taxing these rentals presents a challenge for local governments. Finding a balance between accommodating tourists and protecting the interests of local communities is essential. 10. Overcrowded hotels and resorts. Florida's hotels and resorts are often filled to capacity, especially during peak seasons, leading to overcrowding issues. High demand can result in inflated prices and a decline in service quality, as establishments struggle to accommodate the influx of guests. Tourists may face long waits for check-ins, limited availability of amenities, and less personalized service. This overcrowding can also strain local resources, such as water and energy supplies, affecting both tourists and residents. To maintain its reputation as a top tourist destination, Florida must address these challenges and ensure a high-quality visitor experience. 11. Increased utility demand. The surge in tourism leads to increased demand for utilities such as water, electricity, and waste management services. This heightened demand can strain existing infrastructure, leading to shortages and service disruptions. For example, during peak tourist seasons, the increased use of air conditioning can overburden the power grid, resulting in blackouts. Similarly, the surge in water usage can deplete local supplies, affecting both tourists and residents. Adequate planning and investment in utility infrastructure are necessary to meet the growing needs of the tourism industry without compromising service quality. 12. Healthcare system strain. Florida's healthcare system faces additional strain due to the influx of tourists, especially in areas popular with retirees and vacationers. Hospitals and clinics may experience increased patient loads, leading to longer wait times and reduced availability of services. This can be particularly challenging during peak seasons or in the event of a health crisis. Moreover, tourists may require medical care for injuries or illnesses, adding to the demand for healthcare resources. Ensuring that the healthcare system can accommodate both residents and visitors is crucial for maintaining public health and safety. 13. Limited disaster preparedness. Florida's vulnerability to natural disasters, such as hurricanes, poses significant challenges for its tourism industry. The state's disaster preparedness plans must account for both residents and the large number of tourists who may be unfamiliar with evacuation procedures. Insufficient shelter capacity and limited resources can complicate emergency response efforts. Additionally, the impact of a major disaster can deter future tourists, affecting the state's economy. Investing in robust disaster preparedness and response strategies is vital to protect both tourists and the tourism industry from potential threats. 14. Law enforcement challenges. The presence of tourists constrain local law enforcement agencies, which must manage public safety while addressing increased crime rates and traffic incidents. The influx of visitors requires additional personnel and resources to maintain order and ensure a safe environment. Tourists may also fall victim to scams or petty crimes, which can tarnish the state's reputation. Effective law enforcement strategies are necessary to ensure the safety and security of both tourists and residents, fostering a positive tourism experience. 15. Over-reliance on tourism revenue. Florida's economy is heavily reliant on tourism revenue, making it vulnerable to fluctuations in visitor numbers. Economic downturns, natural disasters, or global events can lead to a decline in tourism, impacting businesses and jobs dependent on this sector. Diversifying the state's economy is essential to reduce reliance on tourism and build resilience against potential downturns. By investing in other industries, Florida can ensure a more stable and sustainable economic future.